Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Let's learn with Lizzie. Today we are going to master the error in editing in CBSE English, a comprehensive guide designed to help you identify and correct common grammatical mistakes confidently and effectively. Let's get into it. In CBSE English, the error and editing section tests your grammatical skills and attention to detail. You will be given a short passage or just a line containing one grammatical error. Your job is simple but crucial. Identify the wrong word and replace it with the correct one. This task sharpens your observation and proofreading abilities, which are essential both for exams and real life writing. Now, why do we practice error editing? Why is this exercise important? It not only improves your grammar, but also makes you a better writer and communicator. Spotting mistakes enhances your focus and boosts your confidence in exam, helping you present error-free answers. In your exam, you will encounter a passage with each line having exactly one error. You're expected to fill in the table, writing the incorrect word in one column and its correct form in the other. Practice this method regularly to ace this section. Common grammatical areas where mistakes are often found include subject verb agreement, tenses, articles, prepositions, conjunctions, pronoun antecedent agreement, adjective or adverb confusion, modal auxiliary verbs, and so on. There are even conditionals, and mastering these areas is the key to success in error correction. First, let's move on to subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement means the verb must correctly match the subject in number and person. For example, the boys plays football is incorrect. Why? Because it should be the boys play football. Always match singular subject with singular verb and plural subject with plural verb. The only catch is if you add S to the subject, it becomes plural. And if you add S to the verb, it becomes singular. Always remember this. Next, we are having tense errors. Tenses indicate the time of action. Mixing them up can confuse the reader. For instance, she has went to the market is actually a wrong statement. You have to write she has gone to the market, which is a present perfect tense. Ensure your verb tense matches the time frame of the sentence using the correct context clue. Soon I'll be posting a detailed video on tenses which will give you more clarification regarding the tenses. Article usage error. Articles like a, an, and the define nouns. They must be used very carefully. For example, an honest man is correct because the word honest begins with a vowel sound, which is aw. Articles clarify whether you are talking about something specific or in general. Next, prepositions. Prepositions link nouns or pronouns with other words. The wrong preposition can change the meaning entirely. He was angry on me is incorrect. The correct form is he was angry with me. Always check the correct preposition pairing. Let's have a quick practice session. We have to read this passage and identify the error. Once upon a time, there lived a king who was fond of hunting. He go to the forest every weekend. He were always accompanied by his ministers. Well, in this, of course, the word go is wrong and here were is wrong. Why? Because this paragraph is starting with a past tense, which is talking about the completed action. Even though in the sentence he go to the forest every weekend, I'm having every weekend, which is a routine action, but still I have to focus on the tense consistency. So the right tense I would be choosing here is past tense. He went. And next to he, here he were, I have to focus on the subject verb agreement. He was always accompanied by his ministers. I hope it is very clear to you all. Next, let's move on to pronoun antecedent errors. So basically, pronoun antecedent errors are nothing but where the area where pronouns must agree with the antecedent, that is the introduction part of the noun, in numbers and genders. For example, every student must bring their book. Here, every student must bring his or her book. We have to, maintain the agreement of the both genders. Next, let's move on to adjective or adverb confusion. Adjectives describe the nouns, while adverbs describe the verbs. Adjectives or other adverbs. Saying she sings beautiful is wrong because sings is a verb and needs an adverb. The correct sentence is she sings beautifully. Then we are having the conjunction usage errors. Conjunctions must connect ideas logically. Misusing them disrupts sentence flow. Although he was tired, but he worked hard is incorrect. The right sentence is although he was tired, he worked hard. Learn which conjunction pair well together and don't use many conjunction in one single statement, because here in this statement, the word although itself is giving a correct information what is required, and it is connecting both the sentences, both the clauses. You don't have to add one more clause and make the sentence sound more complicated. Then we are having spelling mistakes. Actually, according to CBSE, you don't have much emphasis on the spelling mistakes when it comes to error correction, but still, it is better to have an eye on it. So, common spelling mistakes can alter the whole meaning. As the given example, you need to use the correct spelling. So for this, you have to understand the spelling rules. For example, I before E except for C, or Shai at after Y. All these kinds of rules are handy. Now let's move on to determiners. Determiners define nouns and must be used correctly. For example, she bought much apples is wrong because apples are countable noun and you need to use a countable determiner, right? For that, I have to say she bought many apples. Now it makes sense. So now we are having the punctuations. Punctuation marks guide the reader and clarify meanings. Let's eat grandma. Actually, it implies harm. If you are a cannibal and want to eat your grandma, then the first sentence would be correct for you. But let's focus on the punctuation and let's give more sense to the sentence by using a comma after let's eat grandma. So it is a very friendly invitation. Always punctuate carefully to avoid confusion and unintended meanings. Now we are having modals and auxiliary verbs error, which is a very important area that you have to focus, because using modals actually expresses the necessity, possibility, or ability. Saying you must to finish your homework is wrong because you don't have to add the infinitive form to after the modal auxiliary verb. The correct usage of the modal auxiliary verb is you must finish your homework. Let's move on to the conditional sentence errors. Conditionals must have correct tense pairing. So for that, you have to be well versed in the conditional forms. If I will see him, I will tell him is a wrong one, because remember the if clause uses simple present when the result clause uses future tense. So you have to be thorough with the conditional sentence structures. That is very important. So now let me give you some practice tips for error and editing. Read each sentence carefully. Check for subject verb agreement first. Watch out for articles, prepositions, and conjunctions. Tense consistency is very, very important. So verify verb tense consistency. Check for commonly confused words. Reread for punctuation and spellings, and don't forget to focus on the modal verbs. So now let's have a practice session. You need to identify and correct the error in each line. For example, he was angry on me should be corrected to he was angry with me. This is the typical way of editing question that appears in your exam. So the first one is he is very good in painting. Again, I hope you are very clear, and the error is in. We don't use in painting, which means actually this sentence literally means that he is very good inside the painting. So the person is good when he is inside the painting. It's a wrong one. The correct form of the sentence is he is very good at painting. So next two is for you. Why don't you pause the video and put the answers in the comment section. So here's editing challenge for you. Read the sentences and find 5 errors. The sun rise in the east, subject verb agreement. The sun rises in the east. Birds sings in the morning, again subject verb agreement. Birds sing in the morning. He have a great interest in music. He has a great interest in music. That's the correct form. She walk, again she walks to school every day. We was planning a trip to the zoo. We were planning a trip to the zoo. That's the correct form. Let's have a quick recap of what we learned in this video. Check subject verb agreement. Watch out for tenses, articles, and prepositions. Don't ignore modals, punctuations, and spellings and conditional forms of sentence. Read sentences carefully and attentively. Regular practice leads to mastery. And that's it for today. If you like this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe my channel for more English videos.